Hey friends, today I will explain to you The Secret of Moonacre. The film starts at the funeral of Maria's dad. Maria notices a boy standing feet away from them, and watching the funeral. She's distracted for eternity. When she looks back to where he was standing, the boy's gone. Maria visits a lawyer's office to hear about the last will of her dad. Unfortunately, her father lost everything, even the house Maria's been living in. It seems the only thing he could leave her was a book titled, The Ancient Chronicles of Moonacre Valley. That evening, Miss Heliotrope, her governess, attempts to comfort her, and reassure her that despite what has happened, her father surely loved her. Maria, not wanting to hear distant, promises that she's fine. When Miss Heliotrope leaves, she turns to the book she inherited for comfort. It talks about a young woman with a pure heart beloved by nature. One fateful night, the moon blessed her with moon pearls, which turned her into a moon princess. In the same valley where the moon princess resides, two ancient families settled in harmony, sharing nature's bounty. The moon princess was the daughter from the Dunmore clan, who fell in love with Sir Rolf, from the Merryweather clan. Their wedding was blessed by the moon princess' dad, who presented them with a rare black lion. Meanwhile, as a wedding gift, Sir Rolf presented a unicorn to her. Filled with happiness, the Moon Princess decides to reveal the moon pearls to both families. Legend has it that the moon pearls are so strong that they're able to grant every wish, both welfare and evil. Before Maria can continue with the story, she slams the book close, and decides to rest for the night. On their way to the manor of Sir Benjamin's, Maria's disaffected uncle, they come across bandits, who attempt to kidnap Maria and Miss Heliotrope. Maria successfully hurts one of the bandits with the needle she's been using for her needlepoint, while Miss Heliotrope drives the other man away with her cane. As soon as they arrive at the manor, Sir Benjamin greets them, and expresses his heartfelt consolation regarding the death of Maria's father. Miss Heliotrope tries to share the encounter with the bandits from earlier, but Sir Benjamin asks to listen to it another time, and leads them inside. By the fireplace, they run into Sir Benjamin's frightening black dog. He directs Miss Heliotrope to her room, while Sir Benjamin leads Maria to her room up in the tower. She enters and finds her walls wonderfully decorated, showing Moonacre Valley. She's captivated, and finds comfort in the small place. The next morning, Maria wakes up to a glass of milk, and a plate of cookies next to her bed. She nibbles on one, and wonders who had left it for her. She also discovers a beautiful purple velvet dress placed on her armchair. She finds it too extravagant, and refuses to wear it, opting to go through her trunk instead to find something else to wear. As she's leaving her room, she comes across a painting of a beautiful woman, hanging by the corridor. She looks at it for a moment before proceeding on her way. When she runs into Sir Benjamin, he points her in the direction of the dining room, before noticing the book she's carrying. He asks where she got it from, and she explains that her father left it for her. He informs her that her dad had no right to do so, since the book belongs in the manor. He takes it from her to keep. Maria exclaims her protest, but Sir Benjamin ignores her. During breakfast, Maria says Sir Benjamin that he ought to return her book, but he ignores it. Miss Heliotrope tries to engage him in small talk, but he rebuffs her frequently, expressing that he prefers the quiet. After blurting out his annoyance over Miss Heliotrope's chatter, Maria inquires why he even invited them into his home. He calls her father useless, and confesses that since he's dead, it is his responsibility to take care of her. He continues that Maria is a Merryweather, which means she belongs to the manor, and she has no option in the matter. During the tour of the manor, Maria brings up the attack that she and Miss Heliotrope encountered, asking if there's nothing that can be done. He advises her to keep out of the forest, and keep away from the Dunmore clan. She asks if they're the identical Dunmore as the one in her book, and he states that they're very much real, and not just storybook characters. While exploring the manor, she comes across a piano that's playing by itself. She removes the cloth covering it, sits in front of it, and follows the keys that are moving. Sir Benjamin appears upset to find her, and calls for his servant to bring him his whip. They ride out to the village, with Sir Benjamin teaching her how to ride a horse. When it's getting late, Sir Benjamin recommends they head back, but Maria's enjoying the ride, and asks if she could continue on her own. He agrees, but makes her promise to stay within the Munneker's boundary, since he can only vouch for her safety if she stays out of the forest. As she's riding on her own, she wonders out loud what was special about the forest, and then hears a despicable cry coming from within. She decides to follow the noise. She finds a caged hare which she releases, but bandits surround her. While fighting them off, she notices the injury she had given one of the bandits with her needle. He tells her that he'll take her to her dad, since he's dying to meet her. Before they can do so, the black dog arrives and scares them away, with one of the bandits calling Robin, the boy who was threatening Maria. She laughs in relief, and expresses her gratitude to the black dog, while picking the hare up to take home. The following day, Maria storms inside the music room, where Sir Benjamin is playing the piano. She bombards him with questions about the milk and cookies left in her room, as well as the dress, the stars that are moving on her ceiling, the incredible white horse she saw out in the yard, and so on. Sir Benjamin turns to face her with watery eyes, and asks if she'll ever stop asking questions. She's taken aback as Sir Benjamin storms away. The black dog helps her excuse one of her questions, and takes her to the manor's kitchen. There she finds the manor's magical chef. She watches him pop from one spot to another, working quite fast to prepare food. She understands that he must be the one who's been leaving her milk and cookies. The chef tells her that a little magic has come back to the valley, and then guesses that she hasn't completed reading the book yet. He presumes that Sir Benjamin had placed the book in the library for safekeeping, and directs Maria to check there. Finding the book, Maria continues with the tale. The Moon Princess believes in the goodness of everyone's heart, but the men had shown the greed lurking in their hearts. Sir Rolf and the Moon Princess' dad tried to claim the moon pearls for their own family. Upset, the Moon Princess declares that the moon pearls belong to no man, but nature. Betrayed by those she loved, the Moon Princess unleashes a curse on Moonacre Valley. Unless a pure heart is heard before the 5,000th rising of the moon, the full valley will be plunged into eternal darkness. Realizing that the story is based on real life, Maria rushes to the chef, who confirms that the place is falling apart because of the curse. He claims that the only person who can break the curse is a true Moon Princess. She disagrees that she had lived hundreds of years ago, but the chef reveals that the legend tells that a unicorn, a mystical companion, continues to protect her. Maria eventually understands that she's the new Moon Princess, and she's the one to undo the curse. Refusing to believe this revelation, Maria runs away. She discovers a cave inhabited by a woman, who looked just like the woman in the painting back at the manor. She invites Maria inside her place, and introduces herself as Loveday. She encourages Maria to stay, since she can't run away from what she's meant to do. Maria admits that she'd like to help, but doesn't know where to start. So Loveday indicates she finds the moon pearls, since nobody knows where they are, and both families think the other stole them. Maria states that both families are to blame, since the Denoirs have the casket while the Merryweathers have the key. While contemplating, Maria understands that the bookmark she's been using is hiding the missing key. With the key in hand, Maria asks Loveday to take her to the Denoirs, so she can retrieve the moon pearls from the casket. Conclusion: the fortress, Loveday abandons Maria, exclaiming that she can never go back. Maria decides to continue despite this. Trespassing, Maria gets caught and presented to Kerr, Robin's father. Wanting to strike a deal, she shows them the key. Kerr condescendingly announces that she had so kindly furnished the key, since the Denoirs have been hiding the moon pearls. She answers him that it's the truth, and accuses his ancestors of stealing them. Kerr then shows her the casket that's been lying on the Moon Princess father's tomb. But it's vacant. Maria exclaims that they're hiding them, but Kerr informs her that they never were in the casket when it was taken. He claims that when the eternal darkness comes, the Denoirs will eventually rise, and the Merryweathers will be punished for their treachery and greed. He orders Maria to be imprisoned. While locked up in the dungeon, Maria discovers a shimmering illusion of the unicorn on the wall. This heartens her by remembering the chef's story that it'll protect her. She tricks the guard into thinking she's trying to escape through the window, and slips through the entrance while he's distracted. Kerr claims that Maria will never discover her way out of the forest. He orders her death, since he doesn't want her to stop the curse, and believes the death of the Merryweathers will be their victory. While being chased by Kerr's men, Maria gets lost. Fortunately, the black dog discovers her, and leads her home. Miss Heliotrope and Sir Benjamin are surprised when she gets home. Sir Benjamin scolds her for being late, and running around the valley with only her undergarments on. Maria attempts to explain. But unfortunately, she slips that she went to the forest, which is the only thing Sir Benjamin can focus on. He dismisses Maria angrily. She asserts that he's not her father, and leaves. That sunset, Sir Benjamin tries to talk to Maria, apologizing for his behavior, and reiterating that they were worried for her. He admits that even though they don't see eye to eye, he's glad that she came back. Waking up, Maria feels uneasy, and grabs the candlestick holder on her bedside table. She hides following to her fireplace as a secret door opens up, revealing Loveday. Maria walks up to her, and demands an explanation. It seems it was Loveday, who's been leaving dresses in her room. The woman asks for forgiveness, which Maria grants. Maria invites Loveday to come downstairs with her, where the woman hears the piano playing, and hurries to the music room with Maria joining her. As they're playing, Maria notices a mirror propped up in the corner of the room. She approaches it, and sees a glimpse of Sir Benjamin and Loveday extremely much in love. In a flashback, before the wedding to Sir Benjamin, Loveday discloses that she's a Denoir. He accuses her of tricking him, and believes that Loveday only pretended to love him. Furious, Sir Benjamin breaks off the engagement, and Loveday runs away. On her way back to her room, Maria runs into the servant, who's attempting to remove the painting of the Moon Princess that's hanging by the corridor. She stops him, and asks him not to move. She calls for Miss Heliotrope and the chef to show them the painting, asking them to look at it. As they stare at it, the painting moves to show where the moon pearls are hidden. Nonetheless, only Maria can see it. The chef clarifies if that means that Moon Princess was the one who took the moon pearls, which Maria confirms. It seems the Moon Princess had hidden the moon pearls in the forest, but she's not sure where exactly. The chef tells her that there's only one who knows the forest like the back of his hand. Maria understands he's referring to Robin. Before setting off, she hands the servant the 2 letters, addressed to Loveday and Sir Benjamin. The man smiles, and gestures that he understands what she's attempting to do. Miss Heliotrope bids her farewell, and promises that she understands a little of what Maria needs to do. In the forest, Robin finds Maria, who he praises for giving herself up willingly. Maria smiles and loosens a rope that traps Robin. She attacks a deal with the boy, making him promise to listen, before she lets him go. Loveday and Sir Benjamin meet in the music room. The romantic tension is palpable, as the two can't take their eyes off each other. They wait for the other to formally apologize. As they're talking, they realize they've been betrayed by Maria, as the two show each other the letter they received. Robin is about to leave, bidding Maria goodbye, but the girl pleads for him to stay. He points out that he only agreed to listen to her story. Maria demands his assistance. Robin tells her that she's a Merryweather, and that right now, he's been ordered to kill her. She argues that if he does, the whole valley will die with her. They have a chance to stop the curse from happening, before the moon rises that night. While Robin and Maria are searching for the tree where the moon pearls are hidden, the group set out to look for her, hoping to bring her home. In the forest, Robin and Maria split up after one of Kerr's men grabs Robin. He's brought to Kerr, who's upset that he endeavored to betray him too. Expressing his disappointment with his daughter and now Robin, he promises to take care of Maria once and for all. All alone now, Maria calls out for the black dog who's also missing. She comes across a shimmering illusion of the unicorn rather, and follows it. The unicorn leads her to the tree where the moon pearls are hidden, but to her shock, Kerr is waiting for her there. He demands her to take him to the moon pearls. The black dog helps Robin escape Kerr's men. But as they're running away, the black dog is left behind and shot. Before Robin can go back for him, he hears Maria's screams. He eventually finds Maria and his father. He asks Kerr to listen to them. Upset, Kerr disowns Robin, so the son escapes with Maria before he can harm them. The two discover the tree again, and enter the hollow opening in between the roots. This is where they find the tomb of the original Moon Princess. As they're searching, Maria realizes that the image of the Moon Princess on the wall has a pearl necklace around its neck. She attains for it, and it turns into the actual moon pearls in her hand. Before they can celebrate, Kerr's men catch up to them. They escape through a secret tunnel. Kerr attains the cliff where the valley was cursed. Sir Benjamin arrives with his servant and the chef, followed moments later by Maria and Robin. Maria shows that they found the moon pearls, and claims that it's greed that had brought misery to the two families. Loveday, disclosed to be Kerr's daughter, also arrives. She calls for her father, asking him why there is so much hatred in him. Maria pleads for Sir Benjamin and Kerr to sacrifice their pride, and save everyone, but she fails to convince them. She understands that she must do it herself, and jumps into the sea with the moon pearls. As the moon rises, a huge wave surges towards the cliff. It's entirely made up of hundreds of white horses, and in the middle gallops a unicorn, with Maria on its back. It brings her back to the group. Sir Benjamin embraces her in relief. Loveday claims that she's the real Moon Princess. The black dog also seems, but this time in his true form as the Black Lion. Sir Benjamin and Loveday reunite, with Sir Benjamin asking for forgiveness for his stubborn pride. The movie ends with the curse eventually lifted, and the Merryweathers and Denoirs reconciling. And the end. If you are a lover of similar content like this, take a look at my distinct videos, and if you love it, please break the like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification horn. Catch sight of you in the successive video.